How much did this metal building cost?
Well, stick around, Pack, because in this video, we're gonna break it down for you.
Welcome back, Pack. This is Adbil and Eric here from WolfSteel Buildings, and we're in Burleson, Texas again. We've been out here quite often now.
Yes, Burleson, Texas is a hot spot for WolfSteel Buildings. I was flying my drone earlier and I was like, hey, wait a minute, I know that building.
Yep.
It was one of our buildings. That tour will be linked in the description as well. So check it out. It's Abdo and I touring a red iron here in Burleson, Texas as well.
In this video,
we'll be doing a final walkthrough, Abdo, and pricing at the same time.
So you're gonna see the pricings come up. One of the cool things about tubular metal buildings is that you can customize it in so many different ways where the price can go down or it can go up. Like, it's just so many different options. So this is just to give you guys an idea, okay? But I'm super excited. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You ready for this?
Yeah, and leave some comments. And don't forget to hit that notification bar up above to stay tuned and updated on all metal buildings. So let's get
go. We had a little bit of a hiccup. Something happened to us.
Yes, our equipment got stolen from our company truck, which is unfortunate. But here we are. We're pivoting and adjusting. And it's unfortunate because it was really hot. We did the whole walkthrough, but you know, we're kicking it back old school. We're doing the walkthrough and pricing here at WolfSteel Building headquarters.
That is right. So if you saw, we were wearing different clothing. Well, we were wearing black.
No, I was wearing a green shirt.
Oh yeah, I was still wearing black, I think. So if you saw that we were wearing different clothing in the intro, that was the intro from that day when we were doing the tour. But that's what we could salvage. The good news is that we have a lot of drone footage. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on our channel. Don't forget to hit that bell to stay updated on our newest videos about metal buildings.
And here's a quick sneak peek of what's coming ahead.
Alrighty, Pack. So this is how we're gonna take this video. We're gonna be mentioning the features and then breaking apart, cost per features. And then at the end, we'll definitely have the total cost and a quick summary of the whole project. So, wanna get this ball rolling?
Yeah, let's get it going.
Awesome. So Eric, talk to me. What are the dimensions?
The main structure it is a 30 by 65, 14 to the eaves with the 312 standard roof pitch. The building also has an enclosed section with an extended gable. This is a 30 by 45, same thing, 14 to the eaves. And this will serve as a workshop, the whole main structure. Mm-hmm. Also, he does have a lean-to on the right-hand side, if you recall that, which is a 10 by 5 wide. It is 11 foot on the high side, 8 foot on the low side. Now, do you remember that shipping container that was in there? Mm-hmm. That's the reason he has a lean-to on the right-hand side. He wants it to protect it from weather conditions. I forgot to mention this, it's partially enclosed.
Partially enclosed.
Now, the price for this 30 by 45 fully enclosed section with the lean-to, we're looking at a starting price of $27,543 with 45 cents, Abdo.
What was really cool about this project is that our client had a retaining wall. If you notice, there's a lot of, there's a huge drop in the grade of his property. And so what he did was that he cut through, built us a retaining wall, and we came in and anchored our lean-to on top of it. Another cool thing about this is, I know we don't talk a lot about lean-tos, but there's different ways to do a lean-to. This is a step down lean-to, so the eave of the main structure is at 14, and then it steps down and starts at 11 to 8.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a lean-to, that's one of the questions we're gonna ask you is, where do you want the high part of your lean-to start? Where do you want it to end? That's basically how a lean-to works. And overall the price is $27,543 with 45 cents. Now, do keep in mind that our tubular buildings come with 29 gauge with horizontal panels standard. That's just kind of like the basic. You can upgrade and change it how you want it. But upgrades are available, like for example, in this case, it could have been a 26 gauge panels or vertical siding or vertical panels up and down. Now, Eric, talk to me about the benefits of horizontal panels.
Well, if you decide to go with the horizontal option, it's more cost effective to the total price of your project. Now, what do I mean by that? If you do decide to go with the two-tone option or the wainscot, there's no additional cost. The two panels are just overlapped, unlike the vertical panels, which do take additional trim, labor, and extra square tubing. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. So for this project, this horizontal, all we did was just ordered a different color panel and just installed it. So that's why there's no additional cost. So,
and speaking of colors, what are we looking at here, Abdul?
yeah, we got the brown trim all the way around. The wainscoting of the bottom, the two-tone, is also brown, and then the walls is rawhide. The roof is white, right?
The roof is white. I'm kind of glad we're doing this video again because I do recall when we're doing the walkthrough,
we said galvanized.
I did say cabin. So the roof is white.
Alrighty, Eric. So aside from the fully enclosed section and the lean-to, there's also a front porch.
Yes, for the extended gable section, we are looking at a 30 wide by 20, 14 to the eaves. This will serve as an additional, you could actually say it's an additional carport. He does have a full-size pickup truck there. You remember that, right? You can actually have 3 full-size vehicles in there. He also did have a pergola right beside his home. Now he has this massive space of a 30 by 20. He can store anything he wants there, have family gatherings. And as our good friend Fran say,
I smell barbecue, Eric.
yes, it is perfect to have a grill there and watch his family there enjoy themselves on the pool.
Yeah, and Eric, let me talk to you about some of the construction cool things about this front gable extension, okay? So let's talk about the headers. They are double welded headers to support all the trusses, and that's on both sides, so they're extremely reinforced. Those headers is to create an opening. Why do we need the headers? So let me elaborate, okay? So for tubular buildings, the way the construction works is that we have columns every 5 foot, okay? So in order to make an opening of 19 wide and 12 foot tall frame mounts opening, that way there's no columns there, because if you're like trying to walk through or walk around, it kind of becomes like a tripping hazard. And it's just kind of in the way, okay? So creating that opening allows you to give you free open space, and that's why we needed those headers. Our client did have a gable in the front, and we did enclose the opening of the sides, and that opening has like about 2 foot of a panel on the sides as well. So the price for this gable extension is $9,280.00. Again, those are the headers, the openings, the frame mounts, the gable, and then obviously the cover. And this is 14 foot tall, which we will be talking a lot more on how we build our 14 foot tall buildings.
Ooh. All right, Pac, before we move along to the overhead doors, the steel door, the windows, and gutters, let's recap of what we just priced, which is the main structure, and that is $27,543 with 45 cents. And for the extended gable, we are looking at $9,280 with 0 cents.
Awesome.
Now take it away, Abdul.
Yeah, let's start talking about accessories, and we're gonna start with the overhead door, okay? So in the front, we got a 14 wide, 12 foot tall overhead door, okay? And these are some of the features that it has, and then we'll dive into them, okay? First one we have is that it's color white, okay? You can get different color options, but in this case, our client did choose white. The panel design is a residential long panel, so basically you can just see like some squares on each panel that are a little bit on the longer side. You probably have seen, if you've been watching our channel, we have had the short panel design. And we also have a non-insulated door. So this one is non-insulated. You can get insulated overhead doors. And last but not least is a high track system. Okay, this adds an extra cost. It's an upgraded version of a track system. Basically, it gives you more clearance because an overhead door, as soon as the opening hits, so in this case 12 foot, it would go 90-degree track system. But with the high tracks, it goes up to allowing a lot more clearance. And this one is extremely important for the next overhead door that we're about to talk about. But first, let's talk about the walk-in door that's next to it. Eric, talk to me.
Yes, the client did go with their standard 36 by 84 steel insulated door. In this case, he does have it in front side of this building, right next to his 14 by 12 overhead door. A lot of people have commented, why would you put it in that orientation? But it all boils down to client preference. This might be easier for him. Some people want them on the front side, some people want them on the side. In this case, our client did decide to go on the front.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong.
One question, right?
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of
preference,
accessibility, and saving you time to access your building.
Now, Abdul, let's talk about the other 8x8 overhead door that's on the side.
Yes, so on the side, in the back, for accessibility purposes, I'm assuming for a client to be able to access maybe like his lawnmower.
His riding lawnmower, his zero turn. He does have a 8x8 approach. Keep in mind, Pat, we did not do the concrete for this building, but he did add an approach for that 8x8 overhead door.
By the way, who did their concrete did a phenomenal job. It was a really good concrete work. So he does have an 8x8 door with all the same features as the 14 by 12, just smaller. And one thing to keep in mind here is that that 8x8 door was required to have a high track. If we would have left that 8 foot tall, go through normal tracks, and we have 14-foot eaves, we would have had some issues. Number one, it's not pretty stable to hang that door so far high, because, kind of by 8 foot in, we would probably be around 17, 16 foot. So it's just a lot to hang an overhead door. So long term, it's not very stable.
Yeah.
And two, it would lose a lot of clearance. So, we were walking in there.
Let's just say if he decided to go with that, if I would have stood underneath those tracks, I would just raise my hand and I would be touching that track. Again, Pat, I'm not that tall, but I'm not that small. I'm exactly 6 foot, and going like this, that would be exactly 8 foot.
Yeah. So now with the high tracks, it goes up. It just gives you a lot of clearance. So that's very, very important. It is an extra upgrade to get those high tracks. Cost more than just a regular track.
But it's totally worth it. You would eliminate your headspace on that.
Yeah, really just maximize your storage space. One other feature that I did not mention in the other overhead door that we had is we got door openers on here, okay? So we did install the door openers. They do come with the remote clicker. So just a phenomenal extra upgrade that came with our overhead doors.
And they do come with the MyQ app, which is pretty accessible. You can download it on your phone on both Apple Store and Google Play. Again, that is MyQ app. It's very useful and very simple to use.
And he also has 4 36 by 36 double pane windows. Double pane windows are insulated windows, and basically it's because you got 2 panes and you got argon gas that's trapped in there, and that's what insulates the windows. A single pane window, which is commonly offered in tubular buildings, is non-insulated. So in this case, our client has a lot of upgrades. All his accessories are upgraded, so that's pretty cool. I like this building. So
for the price for the 2 overhead doors with everything Abdul just mentioned, the high track, the openers, the clickers, the 4 windows, we're looking at a price at $14,270.
Alrighty, Pat, so let's talk about the gutter system. We actually have 2 gutter systems. We got the gutter system in the main structure, okay? So we got the gutters running, the downspouts on the main structure, okay? And then because we have a lean-to, we got a gutter system running on the lean-to as well, okay? So this is really, really good, especially to really maintain control of your water, okay? To minimize erosion and to not do a lot of maintenance on your foundation. So really just to protect your foundation.
And I really like the downspouts on the step down lean-to. You can actually see them with, I believe the drop is 3 foot. So you are getting about 3 foot of a downspout on that step down, which is, I think it's pretty cool, Abdul.
It gives it a really, also an aesthetic look.
Yeah.
So
keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. So the price starts at $3,025.00. That's for that. Now, Eric, let's go to the $1 million question.
The total price for this project is $54,118 with 45 cents. This price is only valid for 5 days after this video gets posted. And the price does include everything we mentioned, taxes and equipment.
Now, Eric, talk to me. Why do we need equipment for this project?
Now, we do need equipment for this project for 2 reasons. One of them being is for safety. The peak height does come out at 17, so it's pretty dangerous to have these guys on ladders to work on that 17-foot peak. The other reason is for the double legs.
Double legs, that's correct. So we got double leg columns, okay? 13 and 14 foot legs, we do double. So basically, essentially what we're doing is we weld two columns together, and that's what we create a 5-inch column every 5 foot. And if you're looking at some of our pictures in our videos for this project, it's very, very sturdy. We got 2 anchors per leg. I know I've seen out there single legs on 13s and even 14-foot legs, but in my experience, 13 and 14-foot legs should be double for stability purposes.
Yeah.
If you're interested in a metal workshop, don't forget to reach out to France and the Quote Busters who help this client. Okay, so they are readily available to assist you. Now, overall, this metal workshop is a dual use. So you can use it for a workshop and you can use it for family gatherings and barbecue.
But yeah, and one question we do have for everyone watching, what do you guys think of this video, a pricing and a walkthrough video? Again, we did have a plan to do the pricing while we were on site. So leave a comment if you would like us to do that in the future.
Absolutely. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Leave a comment there as well to help us help you create a better channel on metal buildings.
Stay tuned. We got some really cool projects, and we'll see you guys in the next one.